Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Monday, November 8th, 2021, and I'm Elizabeth Black. We are back with another broadcast where we will keep you up to date on activities in Stephenville and the surrounding areas, as well as inform you of news from around the globe. Today I will be talking about the upcoming Corps Brass Ceremony, a deadly concert, the lift on travel restrictions, and more, all coming up next on Texan TV. In campus news, the Tarleton Corps of Cadets will be hosting their annual Corps Brass Ceremony at 10 a.m. on Saturday, November 13th at the Memorial Stadium in Stephenville, Texas. This ceremony recognizes the hard work and commitment of the Ducks, which are the freshman cadets, and celebrates their initiation into becoming a full ARC member of the Corps family. The brass is the physical symbol that is displayed on the cadets' uniforms throughout their time at Tarleton and embodies the core values of the cadets: accountability, responsibility, and commitment. The event will feature a parade that is open to the public as well as a private reception that is only open to the cadets' families. In local news, the motion to alter the rules for alcohol sales throughout Erath County has been approved by voters during the November 2nd election. Only 935 residents voted against this proposition on the ballot, while 2,655 votes were in support of it. 4,400 signatures were collected for alcohol sales to be included on the ballot. The goal of this plan was to create a base rule set for selling alcohol in the county, as well as eliminating the restaurant private club responsibility. The 8 constitution amendments on the ballot were also approved by the county. And now, today's Texas, national, and international news from the Associated Press. 8 people were pronounced dead at Travis Scott's music festival in Houston as the crowd rushed the stage, suffocating the victims. The youngest of the victims was a 14-year-old high school student. 300 people were treated for injuries on site, while 13 more people remain hospitalized due to severe injuries. Houston officials have begun to investigate the cause of the incident. This includes looking into the stage design, the safety barriers used, the way crowds were directed during the event, and if the crowd was enticed into surging towards the stage. Experts claim that deaths caused by crowd surges are caused by too many people in a confined space. So far, 2 lawsuits have been filed after the event. In national news, after 2 years of restricted travel due to the pandemic, the U.S. lifted a few travel restrictions to a long list of countries, including Mexico, Canada, and most of Europe. The lift of the travel restrictions had provided a boost to the airline and tourism industry. The rules going into effect will require travelers to provide proof of vaccination and a negative COVID-19 test. Due to the lifts, airlines are preparing for a surge of travelers. Data has even led to an increase of flights between the United States and the United Kingdoms by 21% this month compared to last month. In international news, North Korea staged artillery firings early on Saturday morning. The firings were monitored by military officials and have so far only been seen as drills. These drills were designed to inspect the mobile compact capabilities and further intensified competitive training for their military. Kim Jong-un was not mentioned in the initial report and has yet to make a statement about these drills. For more of today's national and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. The United States is lifting travel restrictions on a long list of countries on Monday, including Canada, Mexico, and most of Europe. People fully vaccinated for COVID-19 will be able to enter at land borders and airports. Authorities in Houston are expected to look at safety barriers and the use of crowd control as they investigate Friday night's deadly crush of concert spectators. 8 people were killed and hundreds injured at the Astro World Music Festival. A newspaper in Michigan reports that the Environmental Protection Agency plans to check the water of 300 homes in Benton Harbor. Officials want to see if filters are effectively removing lead from the drinking water. Nicaragua held elections on Sunday with President Daniel Ortega seeking a 4th consecutive term. The U.S. calls the vote a pantomime, and opposition parties called for an election boycott. Rita Foley, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In sports, the Tarleton State men's basketball team is set to start their season off at Sanford this upcoming Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. When looking at the team, 7 of the 8 returners from last year's season made at least one start last season. Throughout the season, be on the lookout for the senior forward, Jonathan Jackson Jr., and the sophomore guard who led the team in steals last year with 37 in total, Shamir Bogues. The last player to watch is the reigning WAC Freshman of the Year, Freddie Hicks. Last year, he led all first-year players in scoring with 8.2 points per game. And now, for the weather, we turn to Maddie Reed.
Hey Texans, today we have a high of 77 and a low of 56. Throughout the week, we're going to have the highs in the 70s and the lows in the 40s. And this weekend, there's going to be a slight temperature drop with the highs in the 60s and the lows in the 30s. Back to the desk.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northland Cable Channel 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news. Today's broadcast was produced by the Texan TV staff. Be sure to let us know your thoughts and opinions about today's stories in the comments below. Have a wonderful day, Texans.